What's up, guys? It's your boy Mayhem. Today I got with me a All-American, number 51 ranked athlete, class of 2026. He is an Ironman. He is an Ironman Player of the Year, All-State honorable mention, Jeremiah Roux. How are you doing today?
What's good? I'm doing good.
Did I say your last name right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the very first thing, tell us about yourself.
I'm originally from Tampa, Florida. So then I moved up here to Georgia. Uh, I came into high school playing quarterback and free safety. And then transformed into like what I do now, which is pretty much everything. Uh, I got six other siblings. I live with my mom, and yeah, that's about it.
For sure. So, right here, you have a ton of offers right now. Just to name a few of them, or actually, I can name all of them. Georgia Tech, you got Kennesaw State, Temple, Appalachian State. You got, I believe that looks like Fresno State, UAB, South Florida, Western Kentucky, and you got a few others. Memphis, Georgia State. You got a ton of offers already. So tell us about them offers, and are you close to making a decision, or are
Uh,
you still trying to do some visits and stuff?
I'm still gonna do all my visits and everything, but my decision. I'm probably commit somewhere in July. Probably after the spring game, after I talked to a lot of coaches, go to some camps. So then probably somewhere in July 20th, I'll be committed.
For sure. So out of the ones that I've said, you got Georgia Tech, which is a Power Four team. Tell me about Georgia Tech and how they treated you during this recruiting process.
Georgia Tech, I went there at first. I went to a camp I was with the D lineman. So just so I can get used to me before the season, just so I can get used to putting out the edge. I feel like I go down. Um, they watched me from there. I went there for 7-on-7. Then I talked to the DB coach, Coach Peoples. The one who originally offered me when I first got the offer. So I really just talk to him every day, here and there. Got a new coach, Coach Eubanks. I really just been hitting it with him. Trying to get on the phone, talk and text him. And they just treat me good. Ever since I've been there, it's been like a family. The energy stays high when you're there. It's never a dull moment. So it's very good.
For sure. Talk to us about some of the other offers that you have and some of the other ones that, some of the other schools that you're really close with.
I'll probably say the closest school, the closest three, probably be Troy, USF, and Memphis. I'll probably say I talk to them coaches, them three, like, on a daily basis, like every day. I constantly talk to them every day. You know, me being from Florida and from Tampa, USF is like really like hometown, so they make sure they want me to come try to get me come back. Yeah, I know Troy. I talk to the linebackers coach, the receivers coach, the head coach every week on the phone.
For sure. What do you look for in a school whenever you're being recruited?
Uh, I look for comfortability. Anywhere I can step out of my house, my home, and go there and just feel like I'm back at home, stuff like that. Stuff that I can build connections with people.
For sure. So, you know, tell us, you know, who on your team right now. Tell us who on your team right now that you're closest with, and what do they mean to you?
Uh, who I'll probably say I'm closest to my little brother and my teammate Brody Hunt. Them they mean a lot. They really Brody. He been with me since we started coming to eighth grade spring. So he been with me the whole journey. We done play JV together. We don't play varsity. Just seeing him out there, he come out there work out with me, no matter what time, no matter what weather. So just see him out there, he come and compete with me, he come work with me. It's like a little rivalry got going on. So he just getting me better, prepared for the game, each game every Friday night.
For sure. What position does he play?
He plays DB, but with the situations we got going on now, he's practicing with me for receiver while I'm throwing the ball because I go quarterback and he can go on a receiver. So he working on playing both ways, and he gonna be that. He gonna be one of the guys this year.
For sure. So, speaking of playing multiple positions and stuff like that, you're a all-around athlete, quarterback, wide receiver, safety. I mean, you just do everything on the field. What is the toughest position? And then I want to know what's the easiest position for you.
The toughest position I probably would say is either nickel or quarterback. And I'll probably say quarterback because you constantly have to think about a lot in the game, and it's like your job depend on other people. Like you can't do nothing if that line don't block. You can't do nothing if your receiver drop the ball. So you can try to use your legs, but at the end of the day, people won't try to game plan on that. So I probably say quarterback for offense. Then for defense, I'll probably say nickel, only because as a nickel you have a lot of responsibility, and your responsibilities change depending on the offense. So if like you get a motion, you might have to shift into turning into a linebacker, or you might have to shift. It's like if you on the motion, you might have to shift to becoming a free safety. Like you might have to go down that line. You might have to do a lot, and like your positions and your responsibilities change.
For sure. What would be the easiest?
The easiest, I'm not gonna lie, to me, it was playing running back and free safety. Only because with running back, you really just gotta be patient. Be for real. Like once I learned that, it was it was on go from there. And then free safety is really just for me. I got good instincts on the plays, so if you got good instincts, free safety is gonna be real easy. Just anticipate where the ball's going, have your eyes, you can read good. You know, yeah, free safety and running back for sure.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say wide receiver for that because I was thinking that you was gonna say nobody can guard me, nobody can
No,
I'm
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty humble on that, but I'll probably say I know nobody can guard me. They always got me 100%. But receiver, it's not as easy as people think it is because it's a lot that come with it. Like you have is that pressure. Like I feel like receivers and quarterbacks have the most pressure in the game. Like receiver, DBs, and quarterbacks. Like because if you get that ball thrown to you, 100% you expected to make that catch on anything. If anybody holding, PIing, anything, because you're not always gonna get that call. So I feel like receivers probably one of the most. You have to be mentally tough to play receiver.
for sure. Just seeing. I didn't see all of your tape because I want to react to it. Have my live reaction to the tape. But I have seen some of your clips, and you are really shifty. You are really fast, and you're really good. On the field, and I'm glad that you came on today. To do this interview.
Uh,
I always ask. Whenever I do these videos, I always ask, you're getting ready for a Friday night game. Let's just pretend it's Friday morning. Take us through the whole entire day leading up into game day.
all right. Friday morning, I'll probably wake up a little bit at like 5, 6. 'Cause I like to stay woke before I end up going to school. So boom, I get ready in our little game there, game day. Since I wear the thing I've been given from our old coach, our old little package, like gray sweatpants, gray shirt. And I'll probably wear my a compression shirt like I'm gonna wear in the game, or like something I wear over my pregame. Boom, get ready. I got my headphones on. Not gonna lie, I listen to music the whole day on game day. I probably started off with some. It really depends who we play. I probably start off on some smooth, like some Rod Wave, Billie Eilish. I listen to her a little bit on Fridays. And then during school, doing my work. And then after I do my work, probably end up watching film. I really watch film on game days only because like that's probably the only day. The Thursdays or Fridays, the days I watch film personally, because I feel like I retain it more easily watching it the day of. So when I see it, I done did it. I done went against it in practice, but when I see it in game, I'm able to. Oh, that was on film. So I probably watch it every period for at least like 30 minutes, 15 minutes for as chances I can. Then it's about the end of the day. We get out a little bit like at 3 o'clock, 15 minutes before we go in the gym. Always I still got the music on. Like even we pregame walkthroughs, I'll probably have one off so I can hear one on, listen to music. I don't talk either. I don't talk on game days. I be strictly about the game. So I don't say nothing to nobody for real. I'll probably say so I'll probably dap people up. That's it. I don't talk. So we do walkthroughs, whatever. After that, we pray. That's how I definitely gotta take both of them up then. So we pray, and after I get done eating, I really don't. I'll say I didn't have no fourth period for real, so I would leave school, um, and go get food. So then when it hit pregame, I really only took like 1, 2 bites, throw it away, went to go get throw my drink, went to go get ready. But before I get ready, I go to the trainer, make sure my body good, get my ankles taped, and then go down. Now then it's just time to lock in for the game. I just go listen to music, get ready. Then I go get spatted. So then make sure I'm all good. And after that, chilling. We get on the bus on the way to the game. Then I'll probably say when we get to the field, I like to walk the field. So I go to each goalpost. I go to the farthest one, go pray, and then I walk to the closest one, right that I passed, and go pray on that one. And then from there, I'll probably do some dynamic and on the ground stretches, get my body right, catch the ball a little bit. Then I'll probably go meditate, close my eyes, go breathe.
For sure. I know you said you don't eat too much, right before a game, but what do you eat a good breakfast, and what does that look like?
Uh, I really don't eat breakfast like that, but I'll probably say I eat lunch.
Lunch.
Yeah, I don't really eat breakfast like that only because I wake up and I'll probably be locked in. I don't be thinking about getting up to eat breakfast. But I
For
will
sure.
say I'll make me some PB and J's before I head out to school.
For sure. I love asking that question, because you do get some different answers, but a lot of times, you get some of the same answers. And one thing that you said, I was going to ask a question, but you already answered my question before I asked it. But, about music, I'm a big music guy.
Yeah,
And, a previous interview that I did, with a player, he said he also listened to Rod Wave.
yeah.
Do you have a particular song, or is it just Rod
Uh,
Wave himself?
it's a lot of them, but I'll probably say the one I probably put on the most probably Long Journey.
And you're the first one that I've heard say Billie Eilish. Is there any
Yeah, she's tough.
particular?
I'll probably say ain't gonna lie. Birds of a Feather or Wildflower. Them, yeah, in the morning they hit different.
Now there was one player that I talked to, and he said he listens to that like, um, basically, I'm ready to put you down in the dirt type of like trap music. Like I'm ready to
Yeah.
uh, hurt you type of
Yeah, that
music.
music, I'll probably play that music uh about around third, fourth period during the day.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of trash talk whenever you're on the field with your
Uh
opponent?
I'll probably say nah, cause I ain't gonna lie, on the field, in my head, I don't really talk as much. I talk to my teammates, but to the opponents, you say something to me, of course I'm gonna say something back. But I'll probably say the biggest thing I probably got said, people they really be complimenting my game. I've never played against people who do that, but yeah, I
I was
really
just
don't get
yeah,
that much trash. So they probably trash talk my teammates, but I don't ever get that.
yeah, I was just wondering if you had ever encountered like, somebody that just talked trash one time to you, or something like that.
I'll probably say the only game I've done that to somebody, well, I've talked trash, like I'm on 10 the whole day, it's probably against Lovejoy. I'd probably say that's the only game I'm on 10 for where I was really talking. That's the only game.
Now, has there ever been a game where you got you had that light bulb moment where you're like, man, that was an amazing play, or I really did something to impact the game?
Ooh, what game? What game? I'll probably say it, from mine, it'll probably either be Valdosta or what I can say, Valdosta or Griffin. So I feel like yeah, Griffin, I definitely was going out there on a different mindset.
For sure. And a couple more questions. Just what does your coach mean to you, and how has he helped you with your journey with playing football?
Um, I had two different coaches of me being in high school. I had Coach Moreland and I had Coach Sumo. So I say from Coach Moreland and Coach like that coaching staff, I'll say they definitely helped me out a lot. Um, just from not even just from football standpoint, but like just for me growing up as a man, as a like person. Uh, they really helped me out a lot, just telling me the real, like how the process goes with like not even just football, but like in IRL, how football would help me. And like, and yeah, really just like opened my eyes. 'Cause I remember at one point I was finna quit after like I was finna quit football. It was my ninth or 10th grade year. But then I know the talk with Coach Moreland and just like me understanding where he was coming from just made me want to come back. And then after that I just been on the road. So I'll probably say they helped me actually become a better person, better me. And I'll probably say with sumo, it's just like the sumo and the current coaching staff that we had. I'll probably say they kept the fun and the excitement. They come out there and they'll joke around a little bit at practice. They'll come practice. They'll hop in practice with us in case we don't got like a big enough scout. So I'll probably say they keep me ready for the game.
For sure. So, and then another question is like, what is your goals for this upcoming season?
My goals, I want to get player of the year, like for in general, not just all state honorable mention, but like for everything, and just to lead my team the way I know, just prove everybody else wrong, but prove us right. Cause I know in my head that we can win. So if we just everybody just lock in, we put our foot forward, and I know we can do it.
For sure. And also, do you have any upcoming visits?
I'll be at USF tomorrow, and I'll either be at Georgia Tech or Troy this Saturday.
and you've been on some previous visits, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that experience, and what was it like to get to be on a visit?
Uh, I'll talk the most recent one when I went to Auburn. It was amazing. Like just not even down from the coaches. Like you plays made. Auburn. I'm looking at the defense side of I just say it was amazing. Like the D line was crazy. So the energy from them transferred from the linebackers to the DBs, and then from there them from the coaches to where they were just making it having a rough day. Just like energy was crazy. Like they'll make you want to hop into practice with no pads on. So I feel like the atmosphere they really teach you like you can't because you can't fake practice. So everything that's happening there is gonna happen. So because you can't fake it. So I really feel like that's who they were, that's who they are. So they make you like actually want to be there. So they make it feel like home. The talk I had with Coach Durkin, it was amazing. The campus, amazing. Like you get to actually see what they have to offer you. Everything around the environment, the people that's there. Like you don't even got to drive. You can walk. It's like they allow you to see everything.
For sure. That has to be an amazing feeling. I, obviously, I've never been athletic, and I've never played. That's not well. I played like pee wee tackle football when I was a little kid, but that's as far as
Mm.
I ever got. But like growing up, playing the old college football games. You go through high school and then you go, through everything. I always found that like awesome and exciting, to
Yeah,
see players go on official visits and stuff like that because, you know, I would be that would be like if I was a football player, that would be like a dream of mine just to even get, to go on some visits. I
yeah.
but would you want to go ahead and I'm gonna react to your highlights and take us through
Uh,
some of the plays and tell us what's going on.
let's do it.
All right, so take us through these plays right here.
All right, this play right here. Ooh, I remember this one too. Uh, what? Oh yes, sideline move. Mm. Oh yeah, that's that catch against North Clayton. I think it was like 75 yards. I'm not gonna lie. I thought when I caught the ball, he was gonna hit me. So I caught it bracing for impact, but when he missed, I was like, oh, I was like, I gotta get out of there. So I caught it bracing for impact. That's why I landed. I landed on one leg, but then when he missed me, I was just like, yeah, I just gotta go. I can score that ball.
For sure. That's really good.
Yeah, then this, I was open every time against Barassa, so I just knew they couldn't. I just knew I was scoring me at least one. Yeah, I know I was scoring me at least one. But yeah, Griffin game. That
So
was
that's
at
you.
first. Yeah, I was just trying to get in there by any means. It was like what second? We was in red zone. I like we on a 2 yard line. I said I gotta score.
You said that was your first touchdown.
That was our that was our first touchdown that game, and it was
Oh,
senior night, so I gotta get in here.
yeah. I really can. You see, different positions you're playing, very athletic all the way around.
Oh yeah, Harris County game. I'm not gonna lie. This no court just came in the quarterback with no warm up, like straight off the sideline. He's like, "We need you at quarterback. No warm up, no stretches, no nothing." And I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. I was on that play. I thought I was gonna slip. I saw dude last second. I was like, "Oh." So I just picked my head up. When I was finna slip, I had my head up the whole time. And I saw him open. So when I came out, I just had to let it go.
so you know, people don't quite understand. Whenever as a fan, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably yelling at the TV, throw it, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand that you only have a few seconds to make this right, and you see this guy coming at you pretty fast, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm already stepping towards the other way.
Right. So take me through the mindset of that, man. Like that has to be like, that's why you said quarterback's the hardest position to play.
Um, all right.
So
So right there, I'll probably say at that moment, I'm dropping back. I'm mid drop back, and I see him, and I'm like, "Oh, I need to go." But then I think I see somebody else come to me, and I'm like, "All right, my lineman let him go." So I'm like, if I can get who the powers, so I'm just like, if I can get back, if I can get him back to my lineman and go back out, I got it. So in my head, I'm like, if I can get around my lineman and come back out, I can see. And when
because
I peek, I'm looking downfield. I'm already looking downfield, so like my eyes still downfield at looking at my receivers. At that moment, like when I was running out, I seen him running a little bit, so that I just tossed it up in a little pocket to where only he can get it.
yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, you're focused on getting the ball to a receiver, and also on top of that, you know, uh, getting out of the pocket and making sure that it's a play that is going to gain some yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's thing like that play right there. I was definitely thinking. But you gotta do all that quick. Like you have a certain amount. You only have like 1 2 seconds to really get it out your head. And this right here, I'm not gonna lie, it was supposed to be a stretch, or like it was supposed to be a stretch. But when I peeped that my running back had picked up somebody who was coming, then I peeped, I saw the three people shift to the outside. So then after I seen that, I was like, oh, I can cut it back in. I just had to break a few, like 1 2 tackles.
So far, man, like it don't matter what position you're playing, your eye control is always there, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that play back there, that last play, I had to I supposed to have a flap, but I peeped. I'm looking at their coverage right now because I play defense, so I can peep it. I seen the linebacker, and I knew they linebackers wasn't as athletic as I am. So when I peeped him, he going into flats. I was like, "There's no way I'm getting open off a flat if he's right there." So I ended up swirling it out, and then like putting me in more to like a spot where I'm running like an hour out of a corner, and just made a play. Yeah, about off the game, I was just eating after week after that. Last week we just went through.
I bet after that game, you went out and got some good steak for dinner, right?
No, after Valdosta game, I got a concussion that game, so I was in the hospital. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I was overly tired that next day.
Now, injuries do happen in all football, high school, college,
Yeah, I
pro.
think this is the play right here. I got the concussion.
So tell us about that. I mean, I've never had a concussion, or I've never, thankfully, I've never really broken a bone. But tell us, did you know right away? Did you know right away something was off?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not remember anything until like to me, I didn't wake up till I was like really on the bus. Like, but everybody, I was up. Like, am I like my consciousness? I wasn't up. So I just it was really scary sometimes, but at the same time it's not. It's like, or you gonna have a headache for a few days, maybe a few weeks, depending on how bad it was. Some memories get lost, depending on how bad you really got hit. Um, it's really a lot that comes with it. So
Right.
yeah, it's scary at times, but it's not at the same time. It really just about how hard it is. Like you don't get. It's not bad. Like mine's, they've been. I'll probably say I had like one bad one, and that was probably it. But that's nothing.
For sure. Never want to take injuries lightly because that could really ruin a career, or
Yeah,
change the trajectory of your whole entire life. So I was just
yeah.
trying to figure out, like, what how was you able to bounce back from injury like that?
Yeah, I be in a training room every day, so yeah, you ask our trainer, she'll definitely tell you that throughout football and basketball season, she sees me every day just to make sure my body's right. Me playing everywhere, my body don't get to rest mid game or at practice like everybody else's does. So she just makes sure I'm right and healthy. So I'm with her every day, and she's a great trainer. Miss Jen, she gets me right before every game.
For sure. And speaking of you playing everywhere, literally everywhere, on all three phases of the game, tell us about this, man.
Block kicked. I'm not gonna lie. In my head, I'm looking like I don't. Everybody else they look at the ball, but I'll probably say I don't look at the ball at all. Like I don't look at it at all. I look at the snapper, and the moment I see his indicates of what he does. I know some people I played against, they do a little tap on the ground. Some people they do here, and then after I see him go here, and I feel the ball finna move, I just instantly go outside or I go through. Because my first step's a lot faster than a lot of people's. Like I'll probably say there's not that many people who got first up faster than mine.
Yeah, we've seen defense, offense, multiple positions. Like, you really are. you are a true athlete. I mean, right here, forced fumble, right here. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, just had to make plays. And that was right. That was the first play of me literally coming off being quarterback. I
Mm.
didn't. I'm sitting. I was whole time. I had one. I was trying to put my gloves on. 'Cause I'm like, I just played quarterback. My hands a little bit sweaty. I didn't have time. I said, I just took them off into my pants and I just caught the ball.
Have you ever gotten frustrated? Playing. Your head coach says, "All right, we need you at this position. Now we need you at this position. Now we need." Like, have you ever gotten frustrated at times where you're like, because you got to constantly think and about what position you're playing?
Uh, I'll probably say nah. Only because I like to me. I like playing everything. Like I feel like I'd be limiting myself if I didn't go out there and play everything I know I can play. And it's just with my thinking when I'm on the field, it's like my IQ went to a different level just learning under my previous coaching staffs. Like with them, if you couldn't tell them what you had to do or what the other positions had to do around you, you couldn't play. So just with them having to learn what everybody else had to do around me, so just in case I had to go in there, like with them, the mindset always was if somebody else got hurt or you had to go there for them, you need to know. So everybody had to know what everybody had to do. So just with that, I just learned everything. From there, that point forward, I just remember I just need to learn every position around me and every position on the field. So just in case somebody new come or these freshmen and sophomores, they don't know what they got to do, I can tell them. I can be that leader and step up and talk.
Yeah, for sure. I was just about to ask that question. With you being a rising senior, and you're the top dog, and you play pretty much everything on the field, and you are going to be one of the main players of this football team. With your leadership, how do you how do you take control over this team and lead this team?
I'll probably say, just talking to them and just showing them like, because a lot of people they think they can just think it might be just the name, the size that I have. A lot of people not built 6'3", 2 something, but they don't know. A lot of people don't know that I wasn't always 6 something, 2 something. When I came to high school, I was 6'1", I was 6'1", but I was like 185. I was skinny. So a lot of people don't know. But I'm like I had to hit the weight room. I was once the little kid that needed the leadership. So I just hit it the weight room. You gotta loved it. At first I hated the weight room. Like I used to try to skip it, but then like with our previous backer Joshua Ofor, just hanging out with him and seeing that I can make plays like this guy, I can be this guy, and just being told by our coach that you can be the next him. If not, you can be better than him. So just me knowing that and hearing that, I put my mind to it, and I wanted to be better for myself, and for my family. So just going out there and you got to work and just prove to them that you can be that leader and you're gonna be that leader. So
For sure. Here's another one of these block field goals. I definitely wanted to get your commentary on this one as well. I mean,
yeah,
because
that one.
not just one block field goal, you got two of them.
Well, I had about 3, 4 in the season, but I ain't gonna lie. This one scared me the most because I didn't think I touched it. Cause I had my arms out. This one, I ain't gonna lie, he was kicking it like I was so far away from him. Like I had to fix my angle. You have to see, I had to swirl back up, and then I picked my hands up last second. My left glove scraped the ball, and I thought I was like, dang, he made that. But then I looked back, I said, oh, I got it. And it was, from there, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
For sure. But you are an amazing talent. Athlete. You're really good with quarterback. Look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
nobody's touching you, bro. Nobody's touching you. and the way that you can extend plays with your legs, you have a cannon for arm, and at wide receiver, you're very fast, very shifty. You got really good leg work. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why more teams are just not, flooding your DMs right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I would love to have a player like you, that has really good leadership skills, that has a very good IQ in football, that's played multiple positions, that's very coachable, because obviously you've had more than one coach, and it's just, there you go again, another block kick. Just it's
yeah.
you're very good all three phases of the game. So, and you have very good eye control. That's what I'm getting from the tape and talking to you today. Would you agree?
Yes, sir. I really just let my recruiting come to me. I do a little bit of recruiting for myself. I go on Twitter, scroll, send myself under some comments. But I just let it come to me. Whoever offer, I'll take any chance, any opportunity I can get. And I just know the schools that picked me, I'm very grateful for, and the school that I picked they gonna have a dog. So
For sure. And I can 100% tell. And I really enjoyed watching the tape. I was very surprised because, like I said, I haven't watched it up until now. I was very surprised with the block kicks that really got me excited, and
yeah,
also, like, you know just you all around, very athletic, very I can tell you have leadership just by the plays on the field, that you're going to go out there and you're going to do everything you got to do to win for your team. And so
yeah.
with
Also,
that,
I played. I actually had to punt too. Yeah, I had to
what's that,
punt. I was a punter too, so
Hunter?
I did
See, there
about
you
I
go.
did I did about everything. So I think I had over like 600 punting yards, something like that.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I like if I was a football player, there's no way I'd be able to memorize. I mean, all that stuff that you do. Very high IQ in football.
Yeah,
I mean, you like, if somebody goes down, which we don't want nobody to go down, but I'm just saying, if somebody
yeah,
were to go down, I mean, your coach can say, "Hey, you're next man up, go
yeah,
play," and you're right there. You know exactly what to do. It'll and you can still win for your team. So I really liked your tape, man. And I really appreciate you coming on to do this with us. And you know and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. So tell us where we can find you on your socials.
on Instagram, you can find me at J5Loading with no G. J5Loading with no G. Then my Twitter is at DJ Roux, uh, JeremiahRoux. And then that's pretty much it.
For sure. So go follow him on the socials. Go check him out on the huddle. Go check him out in person under the Friday night lights. Also, you know, colleges. Y'all need to be getting this guy. I'm telling you, you need to be getting him, because I mean,
Yeah,
if you get this guy, you're gonna be getting a dog. That's for sure. So,
definitely.
with that being said, if you like this content, please smash the thumbs up. And if you really like this content, hit the subscribe button.